Is 2023 a good year to sell your house? Hi, I'm Daphne Bousquet with eXp Realty, and I'm here to share the pros and the cons to selling your house in 2023. Let's dive in. We'll start off with the negatives because let's face it, there are some cons to selling your house right now. There are pros as well, so be sure to watch till the end of this video. First con is, you guessed it, homes are not getting 30 offers on the first day that they're listed anymore. In 2021 and the first half of 2022, housing market was so overheated that buyers would offer tens of thousands over the list price, waive all contingencies, included their firstborn. I actually offered to buy pizza for the sellers to celebrate getting their house under contract. We didn't get the house. And it got so bad that realtors were joking that they would just send a blank contract over and have the listing agent fill it out with whatever the sellers wanted. That market was not healthy and definitely not sustainable. The current market is normalizing. With interest rates higher, there are currently fewer buyers and they're choosier. They are more thoughtful, take their time, and that takes us to con number 2. Houses are sitting on the market longer. It is taking longer for homes to sell. However, that does not mean that all homes are taking longer to sell. There are still plenty of homes that are desirable to buyers and get multiple offers. However, homes that are overpriced because the sellers are acting like it's 2022 will sit for weeks and months. The market time over the last 60 days in Fayette County was 30 days. Over the last month, it was 35 days. So there's definitely an upward trend. However, 32% of those homes sold in 10 days or less. Con number 3 is more competition. And with houses sitting on the market longer, that means that there is also an increase of homes for sale. And a huge part of the rise in sales prices was because homes were selling so fast, there were very few homes on the market. And that is changing, and the amount of homes available is increasing. And although the inventory of homes on the market is up by 46% compared to January of 2022, it's still down by 32% over 2019, which was considered a solid seller's market. When there's more competition for buyers, you have to have a house that stands out compared to other homes in that price point. Be sure to stay to the end of that video to find out how to do that. Con number 4, you need more than a sign in the yard to sell your house. We have already established that you don't get 30 offers on the first day anymore. And yes, it's going to take more than putting a sign in the yard and placing your house on the MLS. We are talking professional photography, videography, advertising, and generally putting a lot of eyeballs on your house. It also needs to be in tip-top shape to get those buyers' interest. If not, expect it to linger on the market. Con number 5, fewer buyers. Now, I mentioned this before, but with the current interest rates, the pool of buyers for your house is smaller. Higher interest rates make mortgage payments higher, and buyers can't afford as much house as they could in 2021 or early 2022. For every 1% increase in mortgage rates, buying power goes down by 10%. So if they were qualified to buy a $500,000 house at a 4% interest rate, at a 6% interest rate, they can only afford a $400,000 house. So that reduces the amount of buyers that can buy your $500,000 house significantly. But it's not all gloom and doom, because there are pros to selling your house as well. So let's get into those. Pro number 1 is home values. Holy cow. If you've owned your home for a while and looked at the median sales price lately, you know what I'm talking about. The median sales price for a home has increased by over 25% here in Fayette County over the last 2 years. And while that is softening a little, you can still get a lot of money for your house. Now, the experts are divided about where home prices are going in the next 12 months, with 3 of them calling for slight appreciation, Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, and Zelman calling for depreciation. Regardless, if you've owned your home for more than 2 years, you will make a great profit. Pro number 2, millennials. What? Why are millennials a pro? Millennials are the single largest generation, even larger than the baby boom generation, and they are in their prime home buying years. A survey from the Bank of America shows that 67% of millennials, also known as Gen Y, are likely to buy a house in the next 2 years. That is a lot of buyers that are looking for a new home, and I am sure one or more of them are looking for a house just like yours. Pro number 3, you can buy and sell at the same time. If you are selling your house, you're likely buying a new house as well. And it was a lot more difficult to do in 2021 and 2022. You could not make an offer contingent on the sale of your house, since there was no way sellers would accept that in that overheated market. You would have to jump through hoops or sell your house first and move into an Airbnb until you could buy the house you liked. Of course, there were options like selling your home to a large company and renting your house until you closed on your new home. You would usually get less than you could get on the open market, and you would pay more fees for that service as well. Now, in that scenario, you left a lot of money on the table, but ultimately, it got you in the house you wanted, if you were lucky enough to get your offer accepted. Fortunately, now that the market is normalizing, you will be able to buy and sell at the same time. You can close on the same day. For instance, close on the sale of your home in the morning, and then buy your house a couple of hours later, or even back to back if you're closing with the same attorney. You only have to move once, and that is a huge advantage. Pro number 4 is prep, price, and pre-market for a great price. The good news is that yes, you can still get a great price for your home, but you have to prep it appropriately. That means it has to be squeaky clean and with fresh paint. You have to pre-pack as much as possible so that your home feels open and spacious. That first impression really is important, and you want potential buyers to feel they can move right in and make it their own. I have a handy checklist that will help you get your house ready. Link is in the description. You also have to price your house appropriately for this market. Don't overprice your house so that you have room to negotiate. When you overprice your house, you are not getting the right people to look at your house. So you are reaching fewer buyers, which results in fewer showings. Overpriced listings stay on the market longer. And what happens to houses that are on the market longer? Buyers start to wonder if there's something wrong with the home, especially as you start lowering the price. You end up chasing the market, ending up with less than you would have if you put it on the market with the right price to begin with. Pricing it right from the get-go will net you more money in the long run. And then you also have to have a realtor who knows how to market a listing. Putting a sign in the yard, not enough. Just putting it on the MLS is not enough. Your realtor should have professional photography and produce multiple videos. A longer listing video for YouTube, as well as multiple short videos highlighting the property for Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. What kind of advertising do they do? And do they know how to create buzz for your listing? It's vitally important that you don't just have a listing agent, but that you have a marketing agent, like me. Ultimately, no one has a crystal ball, so I'm not telling you that now is the time to sell or buy. Sell your house when the time is right for you. But I am telling you that there are buyers out there. I have multiple buyers that are actively looking for homes right now. And if you want to chat about buying or selling in this market, book a free, no obligation consultation with me at talkwithdaphne.com.